Today, I'm building a giant Christmas cracker, just like Mr. Bean did in the iconic Christmas episode, to celebrate reaching 100 subscribers. To do this, I'm going to be cannibalizing boxes of normal Christmas crackers and farming the snapping strips from the inside so that we can fuse them into one biblically large cracker. But how, I hear you asking, and more importantly, why? Well, I was at Kmart the other day and I just happened to stumble into this absolute mountain of Christmas crackers on a final clearance for just 25 cents per box. And as you can see, normally they sell for $5 a box, so they obviously really wanted to get rid of these things. And I then realized that I could stock up on an absolute ton of these things for a negligible price. That's when I thought back to that epic Mr. Bean episode and came up with this idea. Does anyone else remember that episode, by the way? It was an absolute classic, my favorite episode by far. So with that in mind, I grabbed as many boxes as I could hold and walked out of the store with 6 boxes of 8 crackers. And by my math, that works out to be a buttload of crackers. Now, in all honesty, guys, as far as Christmas crackers go, this is honestly the worst I've ever seen. You don't get a hat, you don't get a lame joke, you don't get a toy. All you get is maybe a jigsaw puzzle and a Christmas tag. So let's crack in to this bad boy and see what's inside. Ooh, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, so you don't miss our next cool review. And here's what we're after. Like the video and let's crack this thing. Okay, what did we get? Oh my god, we did get a party hat, which was not advertised. We got a Christmas tag, which was, and where's that joke? There it is, halfway out of the handle. Well, let's have a look at what our joke, oh man. I'm not even going to bother reading that, guys. The payoff is not worth it, believe me. Now, a party hat. I absolutely love party hats. Ever since I played RuneScape, where these things basically ran the economy, I have loved opening and wearing these Christmas hats. Now, let's take a look at the reason we're here, which is these snapping strips, okay? And for those of you who don't know how these things work, okay, basically, there's these 2 little very rough patches here, okay? And in the middle of those goes some literal gunpowder. And what happens when you pull the cracker is the friction of these 2 snaps the gunpowder and makes that cracking sound, okay? So my theory is that if we harvest an absolute ton of these out of all of the crackers, jam them into one host cracker, we're going to have a really, really big boom. And by the way, guys, I actually found this out just today. These little snapping strips that I'm going to rip out of all these crackers, I found out that you can actually buy them separately, okay? So you can actually buy just a big bundle of just these. So if there's any one of you out there who wants to recreate what I'm doing and get a ton of these and make a really big cracker, I'm leaving a link for you in the description below. Warning, Goat Reviews will not be held liable for the damages caused by any explosions resulting from the use of Christmas cracker snappers. With our test cracker out of the way, I have got an absolute ton of crackers to cut through, so we're going to get to work and I'll see you on the other side. Now hang on a minute, guys, what on earth is this? Another, it's one of the jigsaws. Look at this, like they haven't even bothered to separate the pieces. I'm literally just unfolding this into a completed jigsaw. Look at this. Come on, guys, get it together. I've already completed the jigsaw. Oh dear. we are done. Now, that took, God, I wasn't even timing, but this took so much time, guys. So make sure you like the video and subscribe for the dedication. So let's have a look at the bounty. Oh yeah. Okay, we've got more than enough strips and we have our host cracker here. So I reckon we'll cram all of these last ones into one big bundle and hopefully we'll be good to go. We have about 60 detonation charges here all ready to go. So we're going to take our host cracker and we're going to find a way to secure these. So maybe what I'll do is actually staple these. I don't think my stapler can't even handle that type of thickness. Okay, so now it's just a matter of mounting this absolute behemoth, which weighs a ton by the way, into the host cracker. Okay guys, no, seriously, we actually need to talk. I don't think this is going to work the way that I imagined it. Like on the Mr. Bean episode, I think it's just gonna, I think when I try to pull it, it's just gonna all fall apart and it's just not gonna pop. So I don't know what to do, guys. I suppose we'll scrap it together and see if we can pop it, but I don't have high hopes, let's put it that way. A quick weigh-in. A standard cracker weighs 19.28 grams, whereas our absolutely monstrous Mr. Bean super cracker weighs 53 on the nose. So check this out, guys. I can actually sort of pop it open and see what's under the hood. Look at all of those snappers. And just before we bust this cracker, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe, because this took a hell of a lot of work. So we're ready to go, and I think I'm going to try and do it quickly rather than slowly, because that's the only way it's going to work. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean.
Did you see that? It did not pull. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. Guys, one more shot at solo. It's not happening. Okay, guys, this is the part where I seriously need your help. I cannot pop this thing by myself. So, what should I do? Let me know, okay? I can either maybe cut some of these to make it a bit easier to pull. I could try and find a friend to pop it with me. There's a number of different things, but I'll leave it up to you guys. We will post an update once we have decided. I'm so sorry that we couldn't have a big bang for you today, guys, but I promise you we will make something happen with this and it will be worth your while. So make sure you've subscribed so you don't miss out, and I will see you in the next review.